Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another craft day. I haven't been very consistent right yet. We're still settling in and doing so many things. There is so much to do when you go from one state to the other. We've gone to doctor after doctor after doctor because we have to establish all new doctors here. I have a cardiac doctor, and Bob has a cancer doctor and an eye doctor. He has cataracts. And next week we're doing the dentist, and then we're having a lawyer help us with our financial paperwork we need for Ohio. And then we have to register the car, and I need to get my Ohio license. Bob is not able to get his Ohio license according to the eye doctor right now because his cataracts are so thick that he wouldn't pass the eye exam. So we'll wait till after he has his surgery next month and then go and get that. I do most of the driving anyway. But the other thing I've been doing here at the house is a lot of organizing. I love to organize, and I did some of the kitchen cabinets, the food cabinet, and one of the other cabinets under the bar. Tomorrow I hope to record a cooking video. And when I do that, I'll give you a little tour of what I organized and what I'm planning. Now up here in this room, I'm going to show you. You can see that closet is just a big mishmash of everything. I think you can see it. Right there. And that's a project that I'm working on too. I haven't started it yet. It doesn't take me too long. What I'm going to do is just like everybody does when they organize something. I have another table. I'll set it up here, and I'll take everything out of one shelf at a time and just try to put it back in a more organized way. But in the meantime, I have been fiddling around, and because I can't not craft, so I have been working on my Christmas cards, and I'm going to share those with you today, or some parts of them, because they're not complete and won't be until I get a stamp that I have ordered. I ordered a stamp from Amazon, just one that has sentiments, Merry Christmas, joy, and that kind of thing. But I will show you the process that I'm using right now. My daughter-in-law had blank card forms and envelopes that go with them. The issue with those is that they're 5x7 cards. Now, that makes a very nice size card when it's done, 5x7. That is basically a standard greeting card. But it makes it a little bit more difficult to plan your designing, because the papers that I normally would use for 8.5 and 11, I'd get 2 cards and 4 pieces to go on the card out of one. But I have a 12x12, and I have found a way to get 6 cards out of one sheet of 12x12 paper, and that's what I'm going to show you today. So let me get started, and I'm going to show you first how I created the inside of the card, and then we'll get busy and show you how I'm making the outsides of the cards as far as I'm taking them right now until I get my stamp. So give me a second to get the camera reorganized, and I'll be back to make some Christmas cards. See you in a bit. Okay, here we are in the home screen, and we're going to go into my Word program. And it's kind of hard to see, but you can see that I have created the inside of the card. And how it is done is by selecting the size of the paper that you're going to be using. So go over to your home screen, and this is a Windows operation. Apple, I'm sure, has one similar. And I'm going to go to the size, and none of those sizes work for me, so I'm going to go down to custom size, And it's on the bottom. It says more sizes, more page sizes here. And then what I did is up here, you'll see I added the size of the piece of paper that I was putting in the printer right here. Now I did have to go back and move the margins a little bit so that it would be centered in this piece of paper, like your card is. And that's all there is to it. You tell the computer what size you're going to be printing on, write whatever you want done, and then you will print it out. And I have saved it, so anytime I want to make some more, if I haven't got enough made, I'll just get some more blanks and put them through the machine. So that's all there was to creating this. Okay, this is what the piece of cardstock looks like. It's actually a card blank. And I don't know if you can pick up that it is already scored in the middle here. So when this is folded, it makes a 5x7 card. And I put it through the computer printer like this. And that's how I got the inside printed. All right, and so this is how it comes out. And you can see that it's got the words printed in here, the sentiment. So we need to decorate the front of this card. So here's what I'm going to do to start with. I have one of my designer papers here. Isn't this pretty with the poinsettias? And then on the back side of it is a plaid, and I love plaids. Now either side can be used in either orientation, so I don't have to worry about that. Okay, I have to apologize because just as I got started, my tripod broke. So I'm using a miniature tripod right now, and I can't get you any further away. So we're going to go with it and see if we can show you what we do here. Okay, now if I can remember what I was talking about. Okay, this is my piece of designer paper. The first thing I'm going to do is trim off this strip on the bottom. So I'm just going to put it in my cutter and line it up on that line and trim it off. Now you won't see me do the whole cut because I can't get the camera far enough away. Alright, so now I'm going to start by trimming this paper to, let me get a card blank here. Hold on. Everything kind of went awry here. Alright, here's a card blank. And I'm going to start by trimming this designer paper to the width of the top of this. No, I'm sorry, to the length. Now the length is 7 inches and the width is 5 inches. So I'm actually going to cut a piece that is 7 inches by 5 inches. And I'm just going to start with the 5. And with that, I can get another 5 inch. So we'll do another 5 inch. All right, now I'm going to cut them both to 7 inches. There's a 5x7, and I have this little square left over. Here's a 5x7 with this little square left over. Okay, so I have 2 5x7s, 2 squares that are, let me see, they are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 by 5, really, okay? And 1 long strip that is 12 by 2. We're going to put these aside. We're going to take these two. Now on the top here, I'm trying to see so you can see the top. This is 5. Half of that would be 2.5. So I'm going to just take this to 2.5. Okay. So 2.5 gives me my line right here. But then I'm going to just twist it a little bit this way. Here's my 2.5. Where am I here? Here's my 2.5. Now I'm just going to pull this down and twist it a little bit. But I want to go this way, I think. So what that's going to do is cut it on an angle, okay? But I don't want a terribly big angle. So now I have a piece that's a little angled and another piece that's a little angled. And they're different. It doesn't make any difference. Let's do that one more time. Take this 2.5 and put this one over here. And I have 2 angled pieces, okay? So we'll get rid of this for now. Now you take your cards, make sure you have your orientation correct. There's my writing. And this piece is going to go straight along the side, like so. Okay? And then I'll just glue that on. And I'm using art glitter glue, which I hadn't used in a while, and my word, it took me a half hour to get it running again, but now it's running. It's nice glue. I like it when it works. Now I have options. I can take another card, okay, orientation correct, and I can go this way, so it's opening this way, or I can turn it over, and I can go the same way I did before, which is what I'm going to do, and it just makes an angled card this way. Okay. So you're basically just cutting one sheet of the 5x7 in half, but not, you want to make it so it's not straight in half to give it a little flare. And you will get 2 cards angled. Let's do 2 more. And it's so easy because you go right along the lines of the card. Check my orientation. Okay, there's 4 cards. And I'll show you how I finish them after. Now I'm going to take 2 more. And I'm going to cut this piece so that it leaves me a little bit of a margin. And all I do for that is you can see the margin over here, and I'm going to guesstimate one about the same over here and make a little tick mark. Okay? And now I'll just put that in the cutter at the tick mark. And I'm going to do it again because I'm going to make 2 more cards. So I'll leave my little margin. And make a tick mark. So this is all I have left of that little piece, of that long piece. Okay? Now I'm going to take these and I'm going to measure one against the other. And I'm going to say this one needs to be cut right here. So now I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to check my orientation one more time, okay? Put this across the top, leaving my margin just like I measured. And I'm going to take this piece and it's going to go here. Now I start from the bottom with this piece because it will overlap the other one a little bit. Isn't that nice? And the other way, we'll do it the other one, the other way around. Thought I had 2 out here already, but don't. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, and I didn't measure. I will. My other plaid piece. There we go. And this piece needs to be right here. Oh, I guess I didn't get it. Did I get it? I did get it. What did I do with my... Oh, it fell off the edge. I didn't think it disconnected. All right, so that's all the cutting. And we'll get the glue on this one. And like I said, this one we start from the bottom so that I know I get the right margin. And there you go. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of 1 12 by 12 piece of designer paper. Now, let me show you what you do next. Here's one I did, and I put a piece of ribbon across there. Okay, now I'm just waiting to get a stamp sentiment. I might not even put one on there. It looks pretty good. Okay, and this one is one of the diagonal ones, and it has just a piece of green cardstock, and the sticker sheet is like so. It comes with this paper pack. So let me show you, and then I just put Noel. And this one has a little elf on it, but you see I want to put a Merry Christmas here when I get the stamp. And here's two with this paper. Diagonal, diagonal. You see you can get a whole lot of them to the certain stage. You do them in stages. So let's just try this on this one. Let's look over here. Do I have a poinsettia? I don't think there's a poinsettia. But I could do, let's do this Holly Jolly. Oh, wait a minute. Before I do the Holly Jolly, I'm going to put a little piece of green tape here. I think that's a green. I think I'll use red because that looks more blue than green. This happens to be some washi with no end. Isn't that interesting? See if we can make an end. And I'm just going to go right along this edge. Now you can do this with washi tape if you have it, or cardstock if you don't. Okay. Now I'm just going to open it up and trim it there. And trim it there. And there we go. Isn't that a nice finished edge? So now we'll take our Holly Jolly and we'll put it right here. And there you go. It's a pretty Christmas card. And I can still write Merry Christmas or put some sparkles up here. When I get all of these done to this point, we'll come up with some ideas. Here's one more. And I think I know what I'm going to put here. And do you see what I did? I didn't do the orientation check and I got it on the wrong side. One card gone. This one's right, so we'll do this one. Oh, you see, you have to be careful. Oh no, I lost my beginning again. Now how can it be that hard to find? Hold a second. Get the light here. You got it? So we all make mistakes. And I'll tell you what I'll do with that one. And this one I'm going to put Reindeer Training Academy. Okay, and these are the other ones that I finished. So there you go. Easy peasy. Oh, now let me just tell you what I will do with this one. I will trim it. I will cut this off right here, and I will just put this whole piece on the front of another card. So we won't lose it, and it won't be a waste. So I hope you got a chance to see that. I will order as soon as I finish filming this. Now I don't know whether I am going to be able to film my cooking one tomorrow because I can't get this tripod any higher. So we may have to wait until I get a new tripod. But Amazon's pretty quick. And we'll get one ordered ASAP. So, until then, I hope you all have a great afternoon. Get busy making your Christmas cards. It's almost time to send them out. And you can make a whole bunch of them easy. And that's what I say, when you're making something that's a lot of, get them all to one point and then move them all on to the next point. If you have a sticker sheet like this, it's wonderful. If not, a stamp is just as good. And I will see you next time. Until I see you again, everybody play nice now. Love ya. Bye-bye.